1971, a group of young men were selected for a psychological study that would change our understanding of human nature forever. This experiment, conducted by Stanford University, was meant to last 2 weeks, but ended abruptly after 6 days. The Stanford Prison Experiment aimed to investigate the psychological effects of perceived power, focusing on prisoners and guards. The results were shocking, revealing the dark side of human behavior under certain conditions. Participants were randomly assigned roles of either prisoner or guard. The experiment took place in a simulated prison environment set up in the university's psychology department basement. Initially, the guards adopted their roles casually. However, within hours, they began to abuse their authority, while prisoners became passive and depressed. Despite knowing it was an experiment, participants quickly internalized their roles. Guards enforced harsh rules and punishments, leading to escalating tensions and emotional distress. Psychologist Philip Zimbardo designed the experiment to explore how situational factors could influence people's actions and attitudes. His findings challenged conventional views on human nature and morality. As the experiment progressed, guards became increasingly abusive, while some prisoners rebelled, leading to confrontations that mirrored real prison riots. By day 3, several prisoners showed signs of severe emotional disturbance, prompting their early release. The experiment's ethical concerns became evident as it spiraled out of control. On the 6th day, the experiment was terminated due to escalating violence and psychological harm. Its conclusions continue to impact discussions on human behavior and ethics in psychological research. The Stanford Prison Experiment aimed to explore the psychological impact of perceived power on behavior. Volunteers were randomly assigned roles as guards or prisoners in a mock prison environment. Guards were given uniforms and instructed to maintain order, but not to use physical violence. They quickly adopted authoritarian behaviors, imposing strict rules and harsh punishments. Prisoners, initially calm, began to show signs of stress and depression as the guards' authority escalated. Some attempted to resist, leading to further conflict. Zimbardo, the lead researcher, observed how the situation transformed participants' identities. Guards became aggressive, while prisoners lost their sense of self-worth. The experiment highlighted the power of situational factors in altering human behavior. It demonstrated how ordinary people could commit atrocities under certain conditions. Despite its controversial methods, the Stanford Prison Experiment remains a seminal study in social psychology, sparking debates about ethics in research and the nature of human aggression. Critics argue the experiment lacked proper controls and ethical oversight, raising questions about the validity and morality of such studies. Yet, its findings continue to influence discussions on power dynamics. Zimbardo himself played a dual role as both researcher and prison superintendent, which critics say created a biased environment and influenced outcomes. The experiment's termination after 6 days, due to escalating violence, underscores the rapid deterioration of moral standards when unchecked power is granted. Long-term psychological impacts on participants were not thoroughly examined, raising concerns about the ethical implications of using human subjects in high-stress experiments. Despite its flaws, the Stanford Prison Experiment remains influential, shaping theories about the effects of social roles and the power of situational forces over individual actions. It has inspired numerous follow-up studies and critiques, each adding layers to our understanding of human behavior in extreme situations. The experiment's legacy continues to influence fields beyond psychology, including sociology, criminology, and organizational behavior. Today, researchers must adhere to stricter ethical guidelines, ensuring that any study involving human subjects prioritizes their well-being and informed consent. Nevertheless, the Stanford Prison Experiment remains a pivotal moment in psychological history, challenging us to reflect on the thin line between good and evil. Its lessons resonate in contemporary discussions about authority, compliance, and resistance, highlighting the complexities of human nature in confined and controlled environments. The experiment's ethical controversies have led to stricter regulations for psychological research, emphasizing the importance of protecting participants' rights and dignity. Even with improved oversight, the Stanford Prison Experiment stands as a powerful reminder of the potential for ordinary individuals to commit extraordinary acts under the right circumstances. It prompts us to question the extent to which external conditions can shape our actions and the moral responsibility we bear when placed in positions of power. The experiment's findings continue to influence discussions on topics ranging from military conduct to corporate culture, illustrating the pervasive impact of situational factors. Its enduring relevance lies in its ability to provoke thought about the complex interplay between individual agency and environmental pressures. As society grapples with issues of justice and equality, the Stanford Prison Experiment serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of ethical leadership. By examining this landmark study, we gain insight into the fundamental aspects of human psychology and the ways in which context can dramatically alter behavior. Though the experiment itself is fraught with ethical dilemmas, its impact on understanding human behavior remains unparalleled, shaping future research and public discourse. In the Stanford Prison Experiment, guards were given minimal instructions, leading them to exert power through psychological means. They used isolation, humiliation, and arbitrary rules to maintain control over the prisoners. The experiment revealed how quickly individuals can adapt to roles defined by their environment. Within days, guards exhibited authoritarian behavior, and prisoners showed signs of psychological distress. Despite initial skepticism, Zimbardo's experiment demonstrated the power of situational factors over individual personalities. Participants' behaviors changed dramatically within the confines of the mock prison. The ethical controversy surrounding the experiment led to stricter guidelines for psychological research involving human subjects. However, its findings continue to influence discussions on human nature and social dynamics. The Stanford Prison Experiment remains a powerful reminder of how quickly people adapt to roles and environments. It challenges our views on morality and authority, showing how context can dramatically alter behavior. Its findings have influenced countless studies on human psychology and social dynamics. Yet, it also sparked intense debate about the ethics of psychological research and its impact on participants. Despite criticisms, the experiment's legacy persists, serving as a critical reference point for discussions on power dynamics, conformity, and the limits of human resilience. It highlights the importance of understanding the psychological effects of incarceration and the potential for abuse within structured hierarchies. The experiment's results underscore the necessity for ethical oversight in psychological studies to protect the rights and well-being of all participants. Its lessons continue to shape modern approaches to prison reform, highlighting the need for humane treatment and the importance of individual dignity. Today, the Stanford Prison Experiment stands as both a cautionary tale and an opportunity for deeper reflection on the complexities of human nature. By examining its implications, we can strive to create safer, more compassionate societies where individuals are protected from the darker aspects of human behavior. As we reflect on this experiment, let us remember the profound impact of environment on behavior and commit to fostering environments that support the best in humanity. In conclusion, the Stanford Prison Experiment teaches us invaluable lessons about the human condition and our capacity for change and growth in the face of adversity. Let us carry forward these insights into our daily lives, working towards a world where empathy and understanding guide our actions and interactions with others.